proudly present women wrestling wars.
Yes, sir,
In this
we promised
ongoing
you a great
series,
main
we
event
delve
here
into the
tonight.
enthralling world of WWE, dissecting the thrilling segments and matches from Raw, ECW, and SmackDown on a week-by-week basis. Our ultimate goal is to determine which brand consistently delivered the most riveting and entertaining content. Backstage segment on Raw, Todd Grisham interviews Johnny Nitro and Melina. Nitro seems visibly upset with Jeff Hardy for his comment about the press conference being as exciting as watching paint dry.
Are you kidding me? Melina and I are the hottest things on TV.
Melina chimes in, saying that Foley's promos were boring because he kept talking about things that happened 12 years ago. Meanwhile, in the background, Jeff Hardy is seen painting a wall. Noticing Jeff, Nitro gets increasingly irritated, kicks the painting over.
That's not painting, man!
Jeff grabs a bucket of paint and throws it over Nitro, ruining his coat. Nitro stands there, seething, as Jeff storms off. Edge opens the show with a promo, declaring that tonight is Cena's last appearance on Raw because he plans to defeat him at Unforgiven and send him back to SmackDown. To mock Cena, Edge says he should return to his roots
and cut some more raps back to what made him popular in the first place.
Even writing a rap to inspire him.
I'll have no more cares once I beat John Cena with tables, ladders, and chairs.
Edge, Johnny Nitro and Randy Orton with Lita and Melina versus Carlito, Jeff Hardy and John Cena. The match begins with Nitro aggressively targeting Jeff Hardy for revenge, but it quickly turns into a brawl. Hardy counters with his corner dropkick and double low leg drop. Carlito tags into hitting a dropkick and nipping up. However, Nitro forces him into the corner, allowing Orton to tag in and pound away at Carlito. The crowd chants Cena sucks as Carlito hits a Rana after floating over Edge with a quebrada. Cena tags into loud boos, prompting Edge to step out, leaving Orton to fight Cena. Cena hits a fisherman's suplex but gets distracted by Edge, allowing Orton to boot and suplex him. Nitro tags in, but Cena double legs him and tags in Carlito. Carlito hits a jumping clothesline on Orton for a near fall. Hardy tags in and nearly clotheslines Orton over the top rope but opts to choke him instead. Hardy finally manages to clothesline Orton to the floor and uses Carlito's back to hit a plancha. Edge spears Hardy on the floor. After the commercial break, Hardy is seen taking the heat segment. Nitro barely prevents a hot tag, and the crowd continues to chant about Cena. Orton tags in and he drives the knee into the mat, and Edge tags back in. Hardy tries to fight back, but Edge goes to the eyes. Hardy hits the Whisper in the wind with a bad leg. Carlito and Orton get tags, and Carlito goes for a springboard move, but Edge pulls the ropes down. Edge tags in and works over Carlito's leg. The crowd is still dueling with Cena chants. Nitro tags in to continue the assault on Carlito. Edge guillotine leg drops Carlito on the ropes while Nitro distracts the ref. Carlito hits a springboard back elbow on Nitro, leading to the second hot tag with Cena getting it. Cena cleans house, hitting the throwback and a protobomb on Edge. Orton sneaks in, but Carlito hits him with the backcracker, and Hardy lands a swanton bomb. Nitro saves Edge from the Fu but gets caught in the STFU by Cena, tapping out to give Cena the victory. Trish Stratus' last match on Raw before her retirement at Unforgiven was against Mickie James. The match began with Trish gaining control with a headlock, followed by a Thesz press with a flurry of fists. Mickie attempted to turn the tide by mounting the ropes, but Trish intercepted her with the Mickie Rana. A double clothesline spot left both competitors down, setting the stage for a dramatic moment. Mickie once again ascended the turnbuckle, but this time, Trish anticipated her move. Trish then unleashed a series of elbows and executed a wind-up head scissors. However, Mickie managed to dodge the chick kick and rolled up Trish for a close 2 count. As the match neared its climax, Lita made a sudden appearance at ringside. Seizing the moment, Trish used Stratusfaction to not only knock Lita off the apron but also secure the pinfall victory over Mickie James. Trish emerged triumphant. In a post-match moment filled with emotion, Trish hugged Mickie, visibly moved by the significance of the occasion. Taking the microphone, Trish expressed her gratitude to the fans for joining her on her amazing, awesome ride, concluding with a heartfelt
"Thank you for coming"
everyone who had supported her throughout her career. And with that, Trish bid farewell to the Raw audience, leaving behind a legacy that would be cherished by fans for years to come.
Thank you.
On ECW, after Punk's victory, the full-blooded Italians approach him to offer their congratulations. However, their moment is interrupted by Kelly,
I'm a really big fan of yours.
who eagerly approaches Punk with an invitation to go out to
In crazy nightclubs in New York City.
but she quickly reveals a minor hiccup.
I am only 19.
Undeterred, she suggests they could have just as much fun staying in. Before Punk can respond, Mike Knox strolls by and intervenes, swiftly whisking Kelly away. Kevin, Thorn, and Ariel saunter down the ramp, their enigmatic presence captivating the audience. Ariel, as alluring as ever, puts on a mesmerizing display, catching the attention of Joey. As the match between Rene, Dupree, and Balls Mahoney gets underway, Dupree quickly takes control, sidestepping a charging Mahoney and delivering a punishing elbow strike for a near fall. Displaying his signature flair, Dupree executes the French tickler, adding a touch of arrogance to his offense. Despite Mahoney's resilience, Dupree maintains his dominance, unleashing a flurry of boots and slaps that keep Mahoney grounded. However, fueling a fierce comeback, Mahoney powers through, delivering a thunderous spinebuster. The momentum shifts as Mahoney unleashes his trademark balls combo, driving Dupree to the mat. Sensing victory within his grasp, Mahoney looks to seal the deal, but Thorn's interference disrupts his plans. With the referee distracted, Thorn seizes the opportunity to intervene. Dupree capitalizes on the chaos, rolling him back into the ring for the pinfall victory. On SmackDown, the atmosphere is electric as Paul London, Ashley, Casey James, Michelle McCool, and Jamie Noble are all at ringside. Kid Kash and Idol Stevens square off against Brian Kendrick, and the action begins with Kash and Stevens slugging it out in the center of the ring. However, the commentary team is more focused on the big news of the week, King Bokker being invited to appear on ECW next week. Despite the distraction from the commentary, the action in the ring is fierce. Kash and Stevens quickly form an uneasy alliance, double-teaming Kendrick. Kendrick fights back valiantly, using his speed and agility to dropkick both opponents down. The crowd rallies behind him. Kash delivers a brutal release suplex. Stevens seizes the opportunity to take control, but his advantage is short-lived. Kendrick gathers his strength and executes a spectacular tornado DDT. The crowd erupts as Kendrick hooks the leg for the pin, securing a hard-fought victory. William Regal is talking to King Bokker and Queen Sharmell about Finlay. As they discuss, Finlay walks in.
I must say that you have served your king quite honorably.
King Bokker turns to Finlay and says he wants to talk about the upcoming #1 contenders match.
We must discuss this.
Bokker expresses his frustration, mentioning that Teddy Long is trying to shake up the court and create chaos among them. Finlay, undeterred, simply responds that he's going to do what he does best.
And that's fight.
As Rey Mysterio makes his entrance, the camera cuts backstage where Chavo and Vickie Guerrero are seen entering the locker room, presumably to check on Dominik. Meanwhile, in the ring, Mr. Kennedy awaits Rey's arrival. Towards the end of the match, Kennedy manages to put Rey down with a powerful move but misses the follow-up Kenton bomb. Seizing the opportunity, Rey springs back into action, delivering a spectacular springboard seated senton for a near fall. However, just as Rey seems to be gaining momentum, the Guerreros make their presence felt. Chavo and Vickie emerge onto the stage with creating a distraction. Kennedy capitalizes on the opportunity and rolls him up for the pinfall victory. King Bokker and Queen Sharmell stride confidently into Teddy Long's office, their expressions betraying their displeasure.
But let me let you know something, that is, I'm wise beyond your comprehension.
They waste no time in expressing their dissatisfaction,
And your little plan will not work on the SmackDown kingdom.
with Bokker dominating the conversation, barely allowing Teddy to get a word in. Just as tensions escalate, an unexpected interruption breaks the tension. Vito, clad in a dress, bursts into the room.
This unsightly maiden, a man wouldn't walk around my kingdom dressed like that.
With a mischievous glint in his eye,
Why don't you try me sometime?
Teddy sees an opportunity to diffuse the tension and make things interesting, and announces that the match between Bokker and Vito will take place next week. As the tension mounts, Vito raises the hem of his dress with a smirk, leaving everyone wondering what surprises awaits. King Bokker and Queen Sharmell are seated ringside, observing the intense clash between Finlay and Bobby Lashley. The match kicks off with Lashley asserting his dominance, backing Finlay into the corner with sheer force. A powerful shoulder thrust sends Finlay sprawling to the mat, prompting him to hastily retreat to the ringside floor to regroup. Returning to the ring, Finlay finds himself on the receiving end of Lashley's relentless offense once again. Despite a brief moment of respite where Finlay manages to send Lashley tumbling outside the ring, upon returning, the momentum shifts as Finlay cunningly targets Lashley's leg, exploiting a vulnerability he identified during the break. Finlay mercilessly slams Lashley's leg into the ring post, setting the stage for a strategic assault. The focus shifts back to the ring as Lashley launches a ferocious comeback, unleashing a barrage of strikes to regain control. A thunderous clothesline to the back of Finlay's head earns Lashley a near fall, followed by a punishing torture rack submission. However, the match takes a chaotic turn as Regal, seizing the opportunity to sway the outcome, introduces a chair into the fray. The distraction proves effective, leading to a sequence of events where the Leprechaun, in a bid to assist Finlay, inadvertently triggers a disqualification post-match. The beatdown begins as Finlay and Regal lay into Lashley. Just when things look dire, charges down the ramp wielding a steel pipe, ready to even the odds. In the chaos, Lashley seizes the opportunity and delivers a devastating spear to King Bokker, sending him crashing to the floor. Rankings and recap for the latest episode. Raw, 5 points. Maria runs into Jeff Hardy backstage. This segment brings Maria back on TV and utilizes her character effectively. John Morrison with Melina versus Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship. Melina once again saves Morrison's title reign, adding depth to their partnership and Morrison's heel persona. Trish Stratus challenges Lita at Unforgiven in Brawl. brawl. This confrontation sets up a highly anticipated match and escalates their rivalry. Shane McMahon makes Carlito, John Cena and Trish Stratus vs. Edge, Randy Orton and Lita the main event. A blockbuster announcement that promises a high-stakes main event. Maria watches pain during Chris Masters vs. Super Crazy and Highlanders vs. Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch vs. Viscera. And Charlie Haas continues the humorous gag involving Maria. Carlito tells Trish Stratus he's sick of Randy Orton.
Do this? The hell is this?
A funny segment that adds to the rivalry and character dynamics. Maria gets kissed by Ric Flair while hosting Kiss Cam. This segment gives Maria significant attention, although it feels slightly like punishment. Rated RKO vs. Trish Stratus, John Cena and Carlito. A star-studded main event with Randy Orton delivering an RKO to Trish Stratus, creating a shocking and memorable moment. ECW, 1 point. Test and Mike Knox with Kelly vs. Sabu and Rob Van Dam. Extreme Rules. A good match for ECW, though Kelly's lack of involvement is noticeable. Kevin Thorn and Ariel watch balls Mahoney vs. Stevie Richards. Ariel and Thorn's presence helps Richards secure the win. SmackDown, 3 points. Ashley, Brian Kendrick and Paul London vs. Michelle McCool. Idol Stevens and KC James. An underrated mixed tag match that showcases the talent of all participants, though not as impactful as Raw's main event. Chavo Guerrero with Vickie Guerrero vs. Tatanka. This match marks Vickie's first appearance as Chavo's manager, adding a new layer to his character. King Bokker with Queen Sharmell vs. Batista for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, a pivotal match with Queen Sharmell. And Finlay's interference helping Bokker retain, keeping the title scene alive. Finlay mauls Batista, an unexpected attack orchestrated by King Bokker and Queen Sharmell, highlighting Finlay's ruthlessness and adding drama to the show. Raw 63 points, SmackDown 34 points, ECW 23 points.